Hello, Martin va feskerma agus kiad milla filcha. Gu podcast acum learn Gaelic le Joseph. Is Misha Joseph hamia furach an alaba. Heather is Kevin. Ha iad iansachach Gaelic. Ha iad a furach an America. An sin ha fuair agus chirm. An seo ha fuair agus fluch. Ha mi ag ober an seo an alaba. Kevin ha ag ober an America. America ha glé vor. Alapa ha glé vig. An alaba ha an Nollaig an seo. Nollaig va. In America ha an Nollaig mór. Ach an alaba chumail beg. America ha og. Ach an alaba chumail shin. Hello and welcome to another Gaelic podcast. There's a few new words there that we just mentioned. One is og, young, and another was beg, or when it's lenited, veg, which means small. More or vor is big. Beg or veg is little. Nollaig va, Happy Christmas. Ha an Nollaig an seo. This is Christmas. Also at the end there, I was saying that America is very young. What I said was America ha og. So I didn't say very young, I just said it's young. And Scotland is very old. Ha glé shin. We spoke the last time about lenition. And lenition is one of the hardest things in Gaelic because it changes how things sound. Shin is the word for old in Gaelic. Sometimes we can see it written as Sean, and perhaps it's even where the word John comes from. We don't know. But shin is the word for old, but when it's lenited, because it's the letter S, it changes its sound completely. It becomes ha glé hen, not shin, hen, so the S is lost. Remember that lenition happens with the letters B, C, D, F, G, M, P, S, or T. So ha glé og, it's very young. But ha glé hen, it's very old. And ha glé shin would be incorrect. Ha shin would be correct. And it's the same with bek, little. Ha bek, ha gle vic. As you already know, in Gaelic, we can say things like a going, a dhol, a working, a gober, and everything seems to have some kind of continuous. It's also the same if you want to say how you're feeling. You can say, the same as in English, I'm keeping very well. So the word for keeping in Gaelic is chumail, chumail, chumail. So remember a dhol, a gober. This is chumail. For example, ha chumail gleva. I'm keeping very well. Ha chumail gleva. There's many words in Gaelic which come from English, but likewise there's many words in English which come from Gaelic. Now we've already spoken about words like whiskey, which is an anglicization of a Gaelic word, and we've already spoken about smashing, which comes from the Gaelic mhath, and we've also spoken about galore, which is taken completely from Gaelic. Another one which you might be interested in is the word lag. Now, in English, I'm not sure about American English, but in British English, if someone is weakening in a race or running behind, we often say that they're lagging behind. Sometimes even in business English, in a team, there's usually a strong member and there's a weaker member. And the boss might say something like, oh, you're lagging. It's very interesting because the word lag in Gaelic means weak. And it's pronounced lack. So, for example, lack, he is weak. And the opposite, Làidair, he is strong. Another word which has made its way at least into the Scottish dialect is rower, which means fat. Rower. And sometimes you can hear Scottish people talking about someone that can hardly row, and that really is a reference to their size, that they can hardly move. Rower, Làidair, lack. Let's try to practice some of these. Làidair, lack. Rower. And it's important to tell you that you'll hear rower, or you may also hear rower. Now we want to talk a little bit more about names. Now, another popular name in Gaelic is Sheena. Maybe you've heard of people like Sheena Easton. These names are very common, but in English they've lost their lenition. So, for example, a lady could say, is Misha Sheena? But when we go to address her, we'd have to remember the rules around lenition. Hello, Ahina. And it's the same with the name for Margaret, which is Myrit. Hello, a bhairit, but she might say, is misha mairit. So we have Shina, which means Jean, and we have Mairit, which means Margaret. But in addressing these people, these names become Vairit and Hina. Is Misha Mairit? Hello, Vairit. Is Misha Shina? Hello, Ahina. To say what is your name in Gaelic, we say an-t-ainm Horav. an-t-ainm Horav literally means what's the name on you. We already discussed possession and things which are at you. And when it comes to names, we talk about names being on someone. an-t-ainm Horav, what name is on you? And you can tell by Orav at the end that this is the polite or plural version. an-t-ainm Horav. an-t-ainm Horav is Mishamari. Hello, Avari. an-t-ainm Horav is Misha Shina. Hello, Ahina. an-t-ainm Horav is Misha Mairit. Hello, Avairit. By using show, you can introduce someone. Show Alistair. This is Alistair. Show Ian. This is Ian. Show Callum. This is Callum. If you want to introduce family members, you can say, for example, Show Avenacum. This is my wife. Show an-dunya acum, which is my husband, literally my man. I always find this quite an interesting word because in Arabic, dunya means world. Show mak acum, my son. And some people, as you know, like to use more personal pronouns like mo, and as we've discussed before, movak, because it's Lenites. But in this case, it isn't. We're saying, Show mak acum, the son which is at me. Show an-t-ainm acum, my daughter. Show an-carriage acum, my friend. Let's go through some male names. Alan, Alain, Malcolm, Callum, David, Davy, Donald, Dhol, Jack, Shock, James, Seamus, John, Ian, Derek, Rory, Robert, Rabert, Andrew, Andra, William, William, Norman, Tormid, Patrick, Padraig, or in Irish, Porrick, Colin, Callan, Kenneth, Cognac, Murdoch or Murdow, Murachach, Finlay, Fulai. an-t-ainm a thoramh. an-t-ainm a horst. What's the name on you? Informally. So an-t-ainm a thoramh is polite or plural. an-t-ainm a horst is the impolite or informal way of saying it in the singular. In Britain, some Irish and Scottish people, even in English, use the same grammatical construction. When asking someone's name, they might say, "What's the name on that person over there?" It sounds quite funny, and sometimes it's used maybe to speak in a funny way because it sounds almost sarcastic. And it's the same with illness. Usually illness comes upon us, and we can say things like, "Oh, I have a terrible head on me today." Or I can say, for example, "Oh, the cold is on me." We sometimes still use this in English, and the fact that Scottish and the Irish people use it more would show that it comes from the Gaelic. Well, that's all from me today. So, as always, Chidi and Drazda, agus Nollaig mhath.